Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Well, I'm here with Blake Baggett. Blake Baggett, you got a new number 12 this year. That was one of my old numbers, and I gotta call you out, man. Your buddy Wilkie, he was tweeting on who had the number 12s. Am I that old that you guys forgot I had a national number 12 and 10?
I mean, I guess so. It was all his doing, so don't blame me for that. No, I guess he was looking back at it, and he missed you, but we'll make it up to you tonight.
Well, you got to make it up with a win. I want to see that number 12 on the top of the box.
All right, for sure. That will. Then we'll call it even.
We'll call it even. I got to ask you, you walked the track here. I know last year in Dallas you didn't have the results that you wanted, but the year before you won here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've had good and bad. So the dirt looks about the same. It's really tacky right now, but it's super clayey. So there's slick spots where the dozer, back drug it over. So it's kind of hard to say what it's going to turn out. If they keep it moist, then it's going to be really tacky, but if they let it dry out, it's going to get slippery.
It's hard to, when you're walking the track, you're kind of looking for things, and you're kind of in the back of your mind, you're going, well, maybe about 9:30, what's this track going to look like for the main event?
Yeah, for sure. They pretty much dozered the whole track, even the whoops, so you know that it's pretty hard packed, because normally the dozer would just completely tear the whoops apart. So it's going to be hard to say. You're going to have to kind of feel it out in your heat race, and then see if they do any track maintenance, which by the looks of the track I don't think it's going to break down that much, so it should stay pretty good.
Obviously your competition is the man who runs that number one plate, Justin Barcia, but there's a lot of other guys in this class. I mean, this field's deep here on the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know who's going to be fast, but at about midnight tonight I could tell you. Until then, I have no clue.
All right, let's get back to the start. How critical is it in a start here? Everybody in the Supercross class, they always say, man, that's 50% of the race here. Some guys say it's 80%, but on a light spike, it's maybe like 95%.
Yeah, I mean, the first turn's pretty good here. I would have to say that they did a really good job keeping it open and keeping it safe. So it's going to be hard to say. After practice, you'll kind of feel out the track and see if there's passing spots. But yeah, the start is crucial, unless you come out with a trick or something that you're going to jump a rhythm section that nobody else is, where you make up a lot of time. But I really don't see that happening.
Let me ask you this: if for some reason you get a bad start, we've seen Villapoto come through the pack and get on the podium. With your training and everything and your confidence, do you think you can do the same?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think some tracks are easier to do it on than others, but I definitely think, I'll be giving it my best shot if that's what happens, but just going to try to figure it out in practice and stuff, try to feel out the clutch, feel out the dirt, and see, find a dry spot, find a wet spot, and try to figure it out, because, that has a lot to do with it. It can make your night go a lot easier.